Today on HooptieDoodle's Godwing bobber build, we're wiring in some bar and turn signals. We're also going to wire them up so they show up as indications on the speedometer, and we're essentially finishing the wiring on the bike. So I want to continue on my wiring on the front of the bike. I've got the wiring done on the back of the bike already. That's complete, running all the way up into here. And so really all that's left is I was waiting on some connectors to come in, the old style Japanese connectors for the turn signal. So I've got those. Now I can go ahead and finish the turn signals on the front of the bike. And that, what I'm gonna do on that is I'm gonna do some bar and turn signals right here. These guys. So that's gonna be going on the end of the bar, like approximately like so. And that entails running the wiring through the bar and coming out down here in the middle. So I need to drill a hole approximately there so that wires can exit from that point, and I can then wire them in to this loom here and we'll be all set. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark the spot with a marker here, and I want it to be right about there where it comes out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and loosen the handlebar clamps here and then rotate the handlebars, and then I can get better access to this point and just drill right in there. All right, so on the list of materials for this project, I've got 2 of these. This is the turn signal indicator, and I've got small wire to run through the handlebar and pull these wires through with. And I've got, in order to extend these wires, I've got some other wire here, which will solder these together and heat shrink these guys together. And then I'll have a longer bit of wire to run to where I need to run it. All right, so on these indicators, these are ones that happen to come with 2 different light colors on there, so they had 3 wires. So I've got this additional wire which I have already shortened. There's a white light. I've cut it, and now I'm going to put a little piece of heat shrink over that. Alright, so I've got a couple little bits of shrink tubing. Stick those on here first. I'll come through and wire strip these. Then I've got my little LED signal here. I'm going to wire strip these guys as well, and then we'll clamp these together. This is basically what this is I've taken a female connector and I've cut that part off, and I just have the little wire connector down here, and I'm using this to clamp these 2 wires together. These guys are now crimped together. I'm going to slide the heat shrink over the connection. And then using a heat gun, I'm going to shrink this heat shrink on here. All right, now I'll go ahead and run my wires up in through there and jam this guy in there. and that's it. And I just make sure my wires are pulled through as far as they can be on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some heat shrink over these guys and run that inside here, and then we'll shrink it on. And I might do that more than once to try and fill up this gap in here so that the wires don't really move around at all. Alright, now I'm going to grab my wires and I'm going to rotate this guy back over here. Alright, now I'm going to put some more heat shrink on these guys over here so that as they run down through here, they're nice and camouflaged and a little bit more protected from abrasion. Alright, so to wire this up, I've got 3 wires left coming from the speedometer, and they need to tie in to these wires here. The blue one here is the right turn signal. This one is the solid orange is the left turn signal. So if we go back to the speedometer, turn this on, we've got nothing on there. Then we do the little turn signal, this guy right here. And now we've got right, and I switch it to the left, and we've got left. So that's working. So the high beam indicator light for the speedometer is supposed to actually come from the actual high beam itself. So the stock one had a wire, 2 wires coming off of here, and I forgot to add the extra wire when I was wiring this in. So I'm rewiring it so that I'll have 2 wires coming off of here and then feeding into the high beam circuit, so that when the high beam comes on, it adds power to the high beam. It'll also add power to the indicator light on the speedometer. Like this is the stock one that went to the stock headlight, and you can see how they had 2 wires running in here for the high beam circuit. I'm actually just going to cut this guy off and use this for my new installation. Alright, so here's that guy now wired up. This is the orange one that goes to the actual headlight. This blue one is what I just wired in there. So this circuit can then be plugged back together the way it was before. And now we've got an extra connection coming off of that, and that's where a little white wire from the speedometer connects in. And so now power is sent out through this wire. It will go to both the headlight and to the speedometer indicator light right here. So go ahead, turn the key on, go to the speedometer up here, everything's blank, turn on the high beams, and there it is. Turn the high beam off, it's off, on, off. All right, so now I want to wire in my front indicator lights. These ones right here that we just put on the end of the handlebars, we want to wire these in now in the front. So to do that, here are wires coming from the handlebars, from the indicators on the handlebars. And then up here, so we've got 2 positives, these yellows, and 2 negatives, these blacks. So up here for wire choices, we've got the green. This is basically the universal ground on this bike. And so there are 2 open spots on there. So we'll use that for the blacks. And then over here are right and left turn signals, and there are open spots. There's an open spot on either one of these. So we'll wire in the appropriate wire to those guys. And then that should get us working indicator lights. Alright, so I've got these wires all connected up with their bullet connections on there, and I've gone ahead and taken the black ones and tied them into, connected them up to this green wire connection here. That's the ground. Both of the blacks, both of the grounds go to that. And then we've got my 2 positives. One is the right and one is the left indicator. I've marked on the one that it is the left indicator, so that one is supposed to go to the orange connection over here. And then the other one, this should be my right connection, this guy here. So we'll put it in here and we'll go and test it and see if everything works. Turn my key on. My light is on, and right. Oh yes. Oh yes. And then left. Oh yeah, baby. That's some beautiful stuff right there. Now I've got to take all this jumble of wires and put them away in their home, which is inside this headlight housing. Alright, so wiring should basically be done at this point, except for chasing any potential bugs that might arise. And here is what it looks like on the front. Still got to take off a little saran wrap at some point, but headlight is all on there. And I still need to align everything and all that stuff in terms of the headlight positioning. But everything's on here. Go ahead, turn on the key here. Our halo ring comes on, and then if I flip my switch here, the headlight comes on, and then if we do the high beam on the rear of the bike, the running light comes on, our little license plate lights come on here, and then if I go up and do the turn signals, we've got right turn signals here, left turn signal, and then we do the brake. Flashes in the back and go solid here. And then if I do the brake in the front, it flashes as well. We got our speedometer. And we've also got our speedometer right here. Well, thank you very much for watching, everybody. That is it for our electrical wiring on this build. Coming up, we're gonna have some other builds coming up. Let's take a look at those. We're gonna have this Volkswagen Beetle that's behind me. We're gonna get this thing on the road, fixed up, and we're gonna sell it. And we've also got this 1955, 57 Chevy pickup truck behind me here. That's another project we need to work on and try and get back on the road as well. So those are our summer projects that I wanna do while the weather is nice. And this winter, we already have another bike project lined up, and I'll have another video coming out shortly about more detail on that. So keep on wrenching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.